You have a big decision to make about one of your players. Your player is now ready to play, but there is a high chance of re-injury if you play him. What is your decision?
The Jacksonville Jags have the football, and it looks like they are ready to go. First drive of the game. On first down, Bortles. Caught out left side by Robinson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now T.J. Yeldon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Bortles to throw on second down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally, and then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
The tight end, Julius Thomas, the intended target, and it's fourth down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. Test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this third down situation? Throwing his Bortles on third down. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this third down situation? It's a 4-receiver look to the right side. Bortles. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
We know it.
So on fourth down, on comes the Jaguars. Jason Myers now for the field goal try. This will be from 49 yards out. And Myers able to knock it through, and they are on the board. This defense really up against it after that last play as they're now faced with stopping a first and goal from the 3-yard line. They'll try and push it in with Gore. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Third and goal. Gore. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Vinatieri now on to try the field goal for the Colts. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Vinatieri now on to try the field goal for the Colts. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So give them 3 there. A good... Just inside of 2 minutes for this offense. Second quarter. They've got the football, but on their own side of the field. Five wides in the game. 4 of them to the right side. Now Bortles. On the right side, caught by Green. It's a gain of 20 that time. And the Jags are going to have a first down.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
And this one complete to Julius Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Wide open receiver complete. And the ball is knocked out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Left here before we reach halftime as the offense is out there now hoping to put together a scoring drive before they head to the locker room. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. It's a gain of 21 that time. And it's good enough for a Jacksonville first. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action here on 1st down. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. Give him 16 on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Yeldon, the lone running back. Here's Bortles to throw, and Thomas has it. Touchdown! Jaguars. Julius Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from... Second quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. And Myers able to knock it through. And the lead grows to 4. It's 13 now. So a big 3rd down coming up here for the defense, trying to preserve a very slim lead in the 3rd quarter. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Vinatieri now on to try the field goal for the Colts. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about it.
A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this 3rd down stop in the 3rd quarter? And on 3rd down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
And that is Incomplete. He was trying to hit Rashad Green. And now it's 4th down. Tight game here, but this offense does have the lead. Decent amount of time on the clock, and the defense has all 3 timeouts. So can the offense manage things and milk this clock away? It's time to find out. Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. A 1st down carry now for Yeldon. And some room to work. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They keep it with Yeldon on 1st down. And he will lose you. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Yeldon, the lone running back. To throw, it's Bortles. Surveying the field. He's going to go for... And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Duke Williams. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Philip Dorsett, 89 yards. And the... tense spot here for this offense. A field goal would tie, a touchdown would win it, but they've got to move that football. Good news for them, they do have all 3 timeouts remaining. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong, you don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Give him 30 yards there. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Fresh set of downs here. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Butler. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game, although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over.
And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Here's Pat McAfee now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Yeldon, the lone running back. Back to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Colts, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get...
You have the opportunity to move your team to a new city. The choice is yours.